Why did David's Barter community opt in for Google and YouTube? Uh, the simple answer to that question is we had a uh, David's Barter community uh, has and always will have as a major objective is how can we get 1 million page views in the next 100 days? What do we have to do to make that happen? If that happens, everything else will fall into place. But the only way that we were going to make that happen was with Google's help, pure and simple. And we thought from a social marketing standpoint, we thought we knew what Google was all about. And from Curtis's studying Google as the search engine to send traffic to all the websites that he's been involved with in the last 13 years, he had to understand the technology guidelines that Google publishes. So we just put it all together, and we knew that the only way that we were going to get achieve that objective was with Google's help. I'll give a more detailed answer to that question on Sunday because we've been conducting some interesting research on our Google results that we found at David's Barter and Small Biz David. Also on Sunday, we will make the official announcement. I guess this is kind of the unofficial announcement that 10,000 entrepreneurs who can present a good business idea that will generate cash flow for them will be given a complimentary community landing page for a 50-day try-me test. We know the technology works for us. We just want to make sure the technology works for you. And really, it's if you present a strong value proposition, why would somebody want to? What kind of value can I bring to somebody's life? Why would they want to buy my product, my good, my service, whatever? Just apply your branding to the things the way that I am doing to mine, and I will guarantee results on that one. So we're going to 10,000 folks, entrepreneurs, folks who think they might be or want to be or know that they are. Here's your opportunity. Submit your business idea. What would you do on a landing page? You can even go to go to davidsbarter.com/smallbizdavid, and you'll see what my landing page is all about. You can do the same kinds of things on your landing page. We'll talk about that on Sunday in greater detail. We'll give more details. We've got the conceptual guidelines. Hopefully Sunday we'll be able to actually show you the technology. Only Curtis and his team know the answer to that. What is going on at Facebook.com? One thing for sure is the Zuck knows how to create a lot of conversation, and he really should, because he has 1 billion, pretty close to 1 billion, soon to be 1 billion profiles of folks around the world who are connected in Facebook.com. He's been able to accomplish that in less than 8 years, or it'll be about 8 years, or it'll be exactly 8 years, on maybe even his 28th birthday. And now they're discussing, oh, maybe he's not going to be a multi-billionaire. Well, also, too, I found this to be tremendously amusing. Zuck, as we all know him, that's a very current picture of him, I think, from yesterday. Yes. And he is on the road right now, creating billions of dollars of wealth for himself. And he's been criticized because he is in a t-shirt and a hoodie. And I have my Zuck hoodie in the other room. I don't understand why people really care. Oh, he's on Wall Street and he's talking to the big investors. Well, that's who he is, and that's how he talks to them. And then he snubbed Boston, the place where Facebook was born. He didn't show up in person in Boston. By the way, you've heard me talk about it before. I totally enjoyed Social Network. It was a wonderful movie that I almost saw 3 times. And then after I saw it, I quickly, well, before the 3rd time, I grabbed The Facebook Effect, and it's a wonderful story. It's really Mark's story, as he gave it to David Kirkpatrick. Small Biz David will give a special prize, special recognition to the individual who can come up with the Zuck information that is absolutely tremendous. I'll give you a hint. It's something that he and I share in the month of May right now. He can snub Boston because, as I understand it, he really was in New York talking to more money folks in New York, so that's why he chose that. He's been a billionaire of different magnitudes in the last week. That's good for him. At least he knows he's going to be a billionaire. We've seen this coming all along, and we have been talking about this ever since he and Microsoft started a business partnership, and that business partnership is getting stronger and stronger. So it's quite obvious, as I read this headline this morning. Oh, I read it this morning, but it came yesterday. A revamping of Bing in the battle for search engine supremacy. And so now it is proven that that's the search engine of choice for Facebook. And so you look at the kinds of things that Bing does. I quite honestly, I don't think I've used Bing more than 4 times. Actually, I'm going to Bing. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Bing davidsbarter and Small Biz David, because I know what Google thinks about us, or all the YouTubes that they like to put into one place for us, as well as my YouTube library archives. We'll see what Bing has to say. But that we knew that was coming, and because the only searching you can do in Facebook right now is people searching by name, as I understand it. You can search by groups. If you go into Facebook.com and search small business information, you actually get taken to my page, although you were some time ago. I haven't been there in a million years, so I don't know if it's still the case. So they need a search engine. They need a search engine, and we saw it coming. That's a good thing. It's a good thing for Bing. It's going to expand their market tremendously, and it gives Facebook now a search engine, if that's the kind of search engine that you want. So that's a great thing happening for both those communities. One Facebook headline this week, I think it was yesterday. It was actually published May 1st, but I only read it yesterday. No, I'm sorry, I read it last week. It didn't sink in until yesterday. Facebook users can add organ donor status. I literally had a discussion with my estate attorney yesterday about my donating organs, and I would love to donate my organs because the good organs that I had that kept me alive, while the heart needed a lot of pieces, needed a lot of parts needed fixed. So I'm happy if you like. I mean, I don't know that you'd want my heart because it's got a computer in it. Maybe you do. The computer was the only thing that's given me a regular, predictable heart rate. Well, it's been doing that in the last 3 years, but for 60 years, I didn't have it, but could have used it. However, this Facebook users can add it. My discussion with my attorney yesterday there was definitely private information interchange, and I'm not so sure. I don't know what Facebook really, quite honestly, is going to do with that organ donor status. Maybe just that you are. Although I actually told the state of Ohio, I thought I was an organ donor because that was always my intent, but I actually learned yesterday that because I had not filled out this document, I don't think I have. I got to go check and see. Well, anyway, the issue was raised yesterday. I'd be very careful about the information if you would be giving up. If it's nothing more than, are you an organ donor, yes or no, that's okay, because they have the other information. But I would caution you to give any information more than, are you a donor? But, as always, get advice, get legal advice from somebody that you trust. I don't know. I'm gonna, but I am gonna watch that one to see what is going on with it. I do highly, highly recommend. I started to say so. The movie, I read the book last Thursday, and I actually did a YouTube on it. And I'm not going to get another link to the Zuck's YouTube. I think you ought to be linking from Facebook to us. But it's a wonderful presentation of what his thoughts and ideas and visions are for Facebook. The main folks doing it, executing it for him, are all part of the video. his brilliant and savvy Chief Operating Officer, Sheryl Sandberg, well, she's the one that has created the machine that, as Chief Operating Officer, that will make Facebook.com a business machine. And she comes with very, very good experience. I think, but I highly recommend check. I'm sure if you Google Facebook, why don't you go into Facebook.com and Bing? Bing, there's a good idea for it. Bing and see if the Zuck's video is available inside of Facebook via Bing. I am sure that if you go to a Google search engine, you will find a link to that video. Watch it. It's I can't remember how long, maybe 20 minutes. Not that long, but you get the story, you get it done to the bottom line, as they say, because they did it in a short period of time. And the most exciting story of entrepreneurship that I have followed in the last 40 years. We'll talk about it on Sunday, and you can even do a live video chat with me at stickham.com, stickam.com/group/davidsbarter, and you'll be able to do a live video chat with me. You can Skype with me, but that's for just very special. I just offered Humphrey Akanazu, my friend who is an African graduate business student from southern Nigeria, studying in Rome, in the Rome School of Business, and his project has been to put a program of entrepreneurship in Nigeria together, working with the university, working with the government in the south part of Nigeria. I think it's the southeastern part of Nigeria, Humphrey, I'm sorry. And we Skyped for the first time, I don't know, 6 or 7 months ago. He met my son Sam and my daughter-in-law Kimberly in Rome. Actually, he went to Sam's birthday party, April 13th. I was actually interacting with Humphrey, and we were emailing, and he said, "Oh, by the way, I'm on the way to Sam's house for his birthday." Anyway, Humphrey is on a wonderful, wonderful mission and journey, and I offered up to him any resource that we can make available for him to be able to take back to Nigeria and create the spirit and the machine to make the entrepreneurship dream in Nigeria work. And it's a wonderful, wonderful program, and so we're going to create a community landing page, and YouTube, and whatever we can do to help in this really, really wonderful, wonderful opportunity. And because our social marketing, social network technology is available around the world, we'll be doing special things with it, with entrepreneurship in Nigeria. How did I start talking about Humphrey? Oh, I was asking if he wanted to, I asked him just 15 minutes ago if he wanted to do a live video chat with me on Sunday via Skype. So he'd be on this screen while we were live on this screen camera while we were doing a YouTube here. How about that? We will see you, if not sooner, Sunday, 7:30 to 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, live, stickham.com. If you want a video chat, stickham.com/group/davidsbarter. If you want to Skype you kind of have to clear on a Sunday because there's a lot of folks that actually view the show live streaming on Sunday. They've been doing it for 3 years and they haven't given up on their Sundays. The interesting thing about that is, and the challenge, like I have with Humphrey, is that Humphrey is 6 hours away, so that kind of changes. If he wants to do it live, we don't have to be live. Actually, we can do it live at any time. That would be live with an audience. That would be the advantage. But we'll see how his timing is going in Rome. And I did make the commitment to my son Sam and daughter-in-law Kimberly that I would be visiting Rome for the first time. And he's lived. This is now his 3rd year living there. Their 2nd year living there. First time I'll be visiting. So we'll be looking forward to that, and maybe we'll even do some live streaming YouTubes from Rome, Italy. Until then.